Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Nigel Farage has announced the reform proposals for immigration should, I think if and when he becomes Prime Minister. They want to have an abolition of the indefinite leave to remain. It will no longer be indefinite. That is going to happen, they say, within the first 100 days of reform taking control. Economic migrants, he says, will be forced to reapply for a new visa with higher salary requirements, with good character. In other words, if you've broken any law, you're out. And with very strict English language requirements. Migrants will also be forced to reapply every 5 years regardless, and failure will mean immediate expulsion. There's going to be a 7-year waiting list prior to even the beginning of the process for the application of a British passport. Applicants who spend more than 90 days out of the country in any calendar year will immediately lose all benefits and would be revoked and would be forced to stay revoked irrevocably. And new settler worker visa will prohibit access to the NHS or the use of any kind of benefits for first 5 years, till enough tax has been paid in, basically. Now, Labour says in response it is looking at doubling the time it takes to get the indefinite leave to remain, rather than actually cancelling it. Now that tells you that Reform are frightening them, and that they realise that what Reform are doing and saying is more attractive to voters than what Labour are doing. But it doesn't matter now what Labour do. They're done. They're finished. And so who gives a shit what they say now? Ultimately, Reform are going to get on with the job. A lot of this, of course, is actually Rupert Lowe's ideas. So perhaps they should sort of tip hat to Rupert Lowe. But even so, I think most people in Britain will get on board with it and will be completely happy with it. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much. Goodbye.